Hi everyone, welcome back to Twin Rivers Wood Products. Obviously we're not cutting firewood today. We are at home in the kitchen processing pears. I got 5 bushels of pears from a Mennonite or Amish guy that lives, not far from here, about 30 minutes from here, and he orders a bunch for the Amish and just goes and gets them. These come from up north. I think it's Pennsylvania or something. These pears do, but I'll turn you around here and show you what we're doing and how we're doing it, and we're going to show you the process. So, what we're doing. Okay, so this is a close-up picture of the pears. We got them not quite a week ago, and they were very green. There's still some green ones in here, but they're soft now. We can do them up. But they were very hard, and we tried to eat them, but they weren't ready to eat because they need to soften up. And then we got busy, and it took us a minute. They actually came in bags like this, and then I sorted the ones out that needed a little more time to ripen. But they're so good. They are the Bartlett pears, and I think they're some of the best pears you can purchase. Alright, so what I was saying is we got really busy, and they kind of got put on the back burner, but we've been eating so many of them fresh, but we're going to go ahead and get them done up today. So what we're doing is taking them and cutting them in half. That's what Rhonda's doing right here.
This one's a bad pear.
We take out this part right here, the stem that goes all the way to the core. Take the core out, and
like this.
Yes, just like that. See, she got that back there because because all that's like hard. And then she peeled them, and we put them in this water. This is all this is water and lemon juice. I probably put about a half a cup of lemon juice in this water. And the purpose for that is to keep them from getting brown until we put them in jars. Which this one has been setting just for a minute, and they're already turning brown. Because we are waiting on the brown doesn't hurt them bad. It doesn't hurt too much.
It still tastes as good.
Yes, but so what Chris is doing is drinking sugar. Drinking sugar water is really what it is. So he's got the brine going over here. And all it is 8 cups of water to 2 cups of sugar. Looks like we got some little floaters in there. They ain't gonna hurt us. So we have all these jars done already, and the brine's in them. I just need to put the lids and rings on them. So Jenny had this bright idea. She wants to make pear butter. I guess that would be the right word for it.
I've never heard of it.
So what she's doing is going through, sorting out all the soft pears, and Rhonda is keeping her peels separate from the seeds and the cores. Yeah. So we're going to take the peels, and all the soft pears that you can see are in here already there. And Jenny's going to show you tell you the process. She honestly knows how to do this of making pear butter.
Yeah, and you actually want, I know some people might think it's nasty to put the peels in, but it's actually really interesting because you actually want the peels, because when you make any sort of jams or anything, you have to use fruit pectin to thicken it, but peels have a natural pectin in it, and so it just thickens your apple or pear butter for you, so you don't have to use any pectin or anything like that. And it tastes just the same.
That is pretty cool. So, I don't know if you're going to go by recipe. You're just going to kind of put stuff in. You kind of know what to put in. Okay, so y'all heard that scream. Well, it was Creed. Chris is playing with him, and he just lets out a scream. So that's normal and common around here. Okay, so these pears and the peels, these are just pears in here. She's going to put peels in here. It's the start of her apple butter. So what all do you put in?
And then you put apple juice, just a small amount of apple juice, cinnamon, some little bit of lemon juice, and some sugar. And you cook it down.
Brown sugar or white sugar?
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
So it kind of caramelizes.
Yeah.
And then you cook it. I'm going to stick these in the oven and let it cook till they're all soft. And then I'm going to blend it which is going to make just blend kind of like soup. And then I'm going to add my sugar. I'll cook it down with apple juice, but I'll wait to add my sugar and cinnamon until after it's turned into the jam. And then I'll add that, mix it up, and then I have to cook it for several hours. The
several
most
more hours.
time-consuming
Yeah,
part is
it's
just cooking it.
Mhm.
Just a slow cooking.
So, like, on what degrees in the oven?
About 350.
350.
Yeah.
All right. So Chris just brought all the jars out that we have ready to hot water bath. You said there's one more. I'm gonna be firing this my propane cooker thing up. I'll be putting the jars in this big stock pot and hot water bathing them. And beings, the pears are pretty soft. I am not going to hot water bath them longer than, I think 10 minutes is plenty, probably a little too long, maybe 8 minutes. So I wanted to show you these. I actually canned these a couple days ago. This is 21 quart. I was working by myself here at the house. All the children, I think, had went with Marlon to the wood yard. And so I just packed away at the pears and got these canned. And they turned out really beautiful. And I canned them, I hot water bathed them for 10 minutes and they all sealed. So I just need to take the rings off of them and clean them up. Because the sugar makes them sticky and then, you know, there's stuff sticks to them. But I am so pleased with these pears. We're going to enjoy them this winter. Go. Alright. I'm going to turn my propane on here. I'm going to get this. Puts a little propane there to the burner. Just where you start hear it hissing. Right there. You have to be real careful doing this. I wished I had another lighter other than matches, but well. Try this again. Maybe I should stand, the wind's kind of. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and set my counter on here. And I brought some water out in this thermos. There you go. And then I'm going to put my jars in. And we're gonna, I'll probably add some more water whenever I get my jars in. Because we want the water to just come over the jars just a little bit. I can get 7 in this one, this canner. So I'm going to go in and get a little bit more water and then to put in here and we'll be good to go. So I want to do a little shout out to Chris because he's filming me out here and he doesn't, I don't think you filmed much at all, have you?
No.
So he's doing a real good job trying to follow me around. I wanted to tell you that Marlon and Jeffrey and Kervin went to the wood yard. We had 3 more semi-loads come in of white oak logs, and they went there to unload them, and so the rest of us are here at the house and we're making pear butter and canning pears. So all you need is just about like that, just where it covers the lids, and then I'm gonna put the lid back on and I'm gonna turn up the heat a little more, and when it starts boiling we're gonna let it boil for, I think I'm only gonna do 8 minutes because the pears are already soft. They don't need to get like, we don't want them to just turn to, I don't know what other word to use except mush. And so and then I'm gonna let them sit for a minute and take them out and I'll show you that process.
Alright, so I cut up all the pears and then I added my apple juice, lemon juice, and brown sugar to that. And then I baked that for an hour at 350, and the pears are all soft and mushy. Put them in the blender, and I just got blending my first thing. And it looks like this right now, which is literally perfect.
Beautiful. And
And then after that, I'm gonna add I'm going to add my cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg to that. And then it just cooks for like 2 hours in the oven.
And it's ready to go into jars, and then we're hot water bathing it.
Yeah.
Or, well, we don't even have to hot water. Yeah.
Bath it because it's hot when you put it in, so it'll seal.
Yeah.
And then that's all.
Okay. So, after they started boiling, I let them boil for about, I think it was about 8 minutes. And then I left them sit in here to cool off.
For like
and
15 minutes?
Yep. For about 15 minutes. Now I'm taking them out. Look, this one's already sealed. It's already sealed. So I'll go over here. Let them finish cooling off the rest of the way. We're cutting some of them up, dicing some, and then we're putting some in like halves. Just leaving them, cutting them in half and just letting them like that. We're just doing a little bit of both. Christian's actually been doing that. Haven't you been?
Mm-hmm.
Filling the jars?
Yep. And cutting some, dicing them.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'm going to show you all the seasonings that I put into the apple butter. I put in some ground cloves. These are the ones we use. And then cinnamon. Right here. Then nutmeg. And that's like the main seasonings. Other than that, I put in apple juice, lemon juice, and brown sugar. But this is how it looks after the seasonings are mixed into it and before it goes in the oven. And then I'm going to walk over here and show y'all how it looks in the oven. I got a whole big thing in here full of just fresh apple butter. And that stuff is almost done. I cannot wait till it's done. And then I have, like maybe, I haven't put these in apple butter or pear butter yet. And that's all. Okay, so this is the apple butter, all fresh out of the oven. Show the apple butter.
I'm ready to.
This is behind the camera, new cameraman. Anyways, okay, you can focus on me here. I am ready to fill the jars, so we're gonna fill these jars, and then we're gonna put the lids on them, and then they should be ready. Hopefully they all seal, and then we'll have fresh apple butter. Anyways, I'm gonna fill this first jar up. Smells delicious. I keep calling it apple butter, but it's pear butter. It's not even apple butter.
Look at all that goodness.
It is a bunch of goodness. It's going to be so good. And tonight we're going to have chili soup and cornbread, so we can have fresh cornbread and butter with fresh pear butter on it. It's going to be so delicious, and I cannot wait. I don't know how many pints this is going to make, but I hope it makes a lot. And we can always give them away, too, because we've got plenty of neighbors that we love to give little presents to, and they love our homemade
Cookies.
Sweets and everything we make. Got to take care of the neighbors.
Well, it's the next day, so good morning again, guys. And I'll show you. Jenny was up till like 1 o'clock last night, finished canning the pear butter and everything. So I'm going to turn you around and show you how pretty it looks. So this is a total of 48 pints of pear butter, which if you don't know what I mean by pear butter, it's going to be like a jam. We eat it as a jam. Just like apple butter. We used the same recipe as apple butter, but we were just using pears because we had an abundance of them. And I got a total of 62.5 quarts of cut up, and also we did some halves, and they all sealed, which is awesome. So for the for the pear butter, what Jenny did was the same thing as I did with the regular pears. We hot water bathed them. So she filled the jars, put the lids on, the rings on, and then we put them in the canner right here was what we used. And and then when the water came to a boil, she timed it for 10 minutes, and then took the lid off, let them set for 5 to 10, 15 minutes, whatever, and then pulled them out. And they all sealed and they look wonderful. We are so tickled. We're going to be eating so good when it's cold outside this winter. Fresh toast with apple or pear butter on them. And all kinds, like, I mean, we'd put it on cornbread and biscuits and, oh man. So, we're going to have to take the rings off and wash them down when they're all good to go and put them up. Put them on the canning shelves. I'm so tickled. It made, so this came out of 5 bushels of pears, and I am convinced that those bushels we got were more than a bushel. They were those bags, you saw them red mesh bags, full. And the guy I bought them from, he gets them in bins and then puts them in those sacks. And he said that he had more than what, you know, they had like 10 bushels left that nobody had ordered. So being he orders them in the bins, and then bags them up into bushel bags or whatever, he had, you know, he had to order an extra, like another bin that didn't all get, like not every, how do I say that? People ordered, but didn't order enough to finish that bin up totally. And so he's like, when I went to pick these 5 up, he's like, I have 10 more bushel. You sure you don't want more? And I almost got more, but I'm glad I didn't, because, I mean, we have pears for the neighbors, man. And we actually gave some away. And we ate so many fresh pears, which is great for our immune systems. I mean, but, and for our, they're good for your stomach and stuff, healthy bacteria. And, I mean, we ate so many fresh pears. They were so delicious, and they were the Bartlett kind, which is, in my opinion, some of the best pears that you can buy. So, I don't know. We are tickled pink with our pears. The girls are really glad we're done with them, because that was a big job. So, anyway, guys, next up is the canning is peaches. We have ordered baby gold peaches, 6 bushel, which we're fixing to have a bunch of peaches. But I told Martin, I said, if we could put them up this year and then have enough, we don't have to put them up next year. I mean, I'm happy with that too. So, because I can do it this year, the baby's not here yet, and we never know what next year will bring. So, we just do what we can from day to day. So, those are going to be in anytime. I'm expecting them the very end of this month, which we are in the end of this month. Or the beginning of September. He had said the end of August, beginning of September. So any day I'm prepared to get the call that they're in. And we're going to have to round up some more jars, because I'm literally almost out of jars. So Marlon's mom says she has a bunch of jars that they're just sitting in storage. And so I think we might go get some of her jars, because she's like, she don't want nothing for them, because, I mean, when she raised her family, she used them. And so the ones that are left, because I don't need many pints. Pints are good for the pear jam or pear butter or whatever that we canned. But as far as peaches, we can eat a lot of peaches. And so I don't want pints. Quarts or 2 quarts or half gallons. She said she has quite a few half gallons, and I think I'll be tickled to get those. And because when we open up a jar of peaches, we can eat a lot. We love baked oatmeal for breakfast, and then put peaches on them and eat like warm baked oatmeal with canned peaches. It's so good. And then we also dice them up and freeze them too in quart bags for milkshakes and desserts, peach desserts. I mean, peach cobblers, peach cream cheese desserts, just so many things. And so we're pears. We didn't freeze any pears. I don't know much about. I mean, I'm not sure how we would eat. I'm sure we could eat frozen pears, but pears are something more that we enjoy canned, and so. Peaches, we'll probably do half and half canned, half frozen. So, looking forward to that. So, anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. And we're fixing to, I know. And y'all take care, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.